home game of the season for one team. It is more importantly a celebration. Senior Day. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the BYU Cougars. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
One of the most beautiful backdrops in all of college sports. LaVell Edwards Stadium with the mountains shining behind it. Many say it is one of the most beautiful fields you'll ever play on. 63,000 strong, the Cougars have proven to be one of the best home crowds. Their spirit and their noise makes it a tough place to play at elevation. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Rebels will kick off first, and here we go. Fielded in the end zone, it's Buckmeyer. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Cougars offense will go on the attack first, and they'll be met by this defensive front which can wreak havoc.
Well, this is one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but David, he better have a clock going off in his head in this one because this is one of the elite pass rushes in the entire nation as well.
Turning it on! They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Motion from the wideout. Trying play action. Gets it out quickly. At the 35, he's loose. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got it. Breaks a tackle and got some room, headed to the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, BYU! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Fast start for the offense. Points on the board already.
And the coaches talked to us this week of how important it was to getting out to a fast start, and that was the key to winning the game. The offense definitely took that message to heart.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Rebels offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And when you have a corner of this caliber, it gives the defense so many options in the way they can attack. We'll see what they're able to do with this guy. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. That's caught. It's Lacey. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Might be calling a hot route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes a connection. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Running inside. It's Lacey. He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Makes the catch. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. They'll run for it. Oh, better look out. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46.
This is a running back, man, that just finds a way to get it done. critical 4th down. Everyone thinking they're going to throw the football, but they hand it off to him, and he helps keep this drive alive.
Caught in the backfield, it's Haas. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. 3rd down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. Gets it out fast. Could not make his way to the corner.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access, some cushion and coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him. He tackles him for no gain.
He might want another play. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. Down he goes, but for the 2nd time on this drive, they move the sticks on 4th down. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Play is stopped as they tend to an injured Ole Miss Rebel. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And this has been a really good first drive, man. You talk about scripting the first however many plays. It's different for all the coordinators. Nice drive down the field. Now set up in a 3rd down situation. Let's stay aggressive. Let's capitalize on this momentum and not try to kick these field goals.
Snags it. And he will score. Touchdown Rebels. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he tacks on the extra point. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Finding just enough room to slither and juke his way out to the 16. The Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, give on the inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this 3rd down from deep in your own territory. Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. He's got an open man. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. That last completion left them with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Could be an alley. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up BYU has this offense clicking. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first?
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Breaks into the open. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. BYU lines up with a first and goal. DB's right up on the receivers. A first down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Cougar! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Quarterback making checks. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Pulls it in. It's Lacey. Snags it, and he's open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. He goes right back to the air. Under fire. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Firing to the right, complete. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Pressure coming. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. And the Rebels will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Not a lot of room to make this catch. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Good surge up front, give him 4 out to the 18.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage.
Oh, he's got some space. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the ground with the counter. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. All right, guys, let's chat about BYU. Breaking into the top 15 is one step closer to the college football playoff. You've made it this far. The dream is within reach. Question becomes, will they take the next step, Jesse?
But you got to keep winning. Now when we're talking about this team, you're hearing college football playoff in the same sentence because of where they're ranked in the top 15. So, David, as they move forward, they've got to continue to elevate and ascend with their talent and play on the field.
Yeah, and it's exciting, right? To be mentioned, it's exciting. To hear yourself talked about on shows and to be a team that's getting respect.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. They'll move the wide receiver. The RPO, it's complete. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. Ole Miss calls its second timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him.
Makes just steamrolling the defense. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Come on, defense. What are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the right. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Wants to throw on first down. Moving out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. There he goes. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw. Makes a catch. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on second and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Timeout taken by BYU at second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. It's third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short. The Cougars are going to use their third and final timeout here. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Fourth down and inches, and you go read any book you want to, any analytical measure, and it will tell you, go for it. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Rebels.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking for a man. It's Bachmeier. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Working that left side now. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Ole Miss calls its third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. He's looking deep. He's got it for a big play. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Looking downfield on first down. Rushes on him. They get to him as he throws. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. We begin with Louisville taking on the number 23 team, the Kentucky Wildcats.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think his play caller is right.
Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Motion from the wide receiver. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Working that left side. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Back to pass, it's Buckmeyer. Makes the grab. Maybe some room here. He's stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. Calls his own number. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Touchdown, Cougar! That one will give them the lead.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that one.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. He'll return it. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Rebels offense is back on the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds his man. It's Haas. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And the Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find your rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the game.
Looking for room at the 40. Slides to the ground after picking up the first. Great play on second and short. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Wide receiver going in motion. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And that now, this guy's second sack of the game. We were talking to him leading up into this one. He said, you know, nobody respects my speed and nobody respects my athleticism. I don't think anybody thinks we can stop this guy, but I'm going to prove everyone wrong. And he has shown up today, ready to wreck this game. He is having an outstanding day right now on defense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
And that's a big throw. That's a big-time throw on 3rd and really long, making a play, not putting the ball in harm's way. But I love what the defense did, man. They understood where the sticks were, and they weren't letting their playmaker get behind them. They were going to come up, make a sure tackle, and force the 4th down. And now you can make the decision on what you want it to be, but I like the execution by the defense.
And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They're ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
To the air, it's Bachmeier. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Casper. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Offense in a split backfield. They'll run it from the gun. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Motion from the back. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He splits the uprights, and that lead grows even bigger.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
And he's not going to take the touchback. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Play is stopped as they tend to an injured Ole Miss Rebel. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. Both of these defenses a little bend, but not breaking in clutch situations, David.
It's always exciting when you can go for it on 4th down and you know your defense will make a stand. They held him to a field goal, Jesse. It's a pretty good job by that defense.
It is. So if I'm this coaching staff, don't deviate from the game plan here. Go back to doing what you want to do and get established in this game.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Off the play fake. Now he's going to break the pocket. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on 3rd down. It's complete to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? He fires one deep down the right side. Touchdown, Rebels! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Yeah, and listen, find your matchups you like, and you can see you got your speedster out wide. You like the matchup. He sees it, puts some air underneath that thing, and he outruns the DB. He's got no shot. Runs underneath it, and then walks his way into the end zone for 6.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Pulls and fires complete. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wants to throw. It's Bachmeier. Here's a heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
And the Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Maybe a crease. Picks up the 1st down. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. This BYU offense set up with another 1st down. This time he wants to throw. Finds us back in the middle. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. You can hand it to him. You can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? Finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
Well, one of the best compliments you can pay a running back is they get stronger as the game goes on. This guy's been awesome all game long, and you're seeing it here in the 4th quarter. He's trying to ice this thing and close it out, still running strong.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's good! Big 3 points to stretch the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. The defense able to hold them to a field goal on that last drive, and now this offense will try to answer, and they need a touchdown. Finds his man. It's Alexander. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. The run inside. It's Lacey. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. Grabbed behind the line. It's Haas. Turning it on. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Skips away from pressure. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got his man downfield. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. And this is almost certainly four-down territory, down 6, and needing a touchdown in the point after to take the lead. Touchdown, Rebels. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up for the point after and the lead. And the extra point gives them a 1-point lead here in the fourth.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
To the air. It's Bachmeier. Bringing the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Motion from the wideout. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Still plenty of time for this offense, but this, probably their final drive, under 2 minutes to play. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Trying to get rid of it. Intercepted and room to run. Touchdown, Ole Miss. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And nice vision by the linebacker, understanding and diagnosing pass right away. Getting his eyes on the quarterback, breaking on the football, making the huge interception, and then taking it back to the high school days, man. In his glory days at the running back spot, running all the way to the house and scoring the touchdown.
The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. So they'll try to make up some of that ground on second down from the 16. They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The Cougars will use their first time out here. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. He's got his man. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wants to go right back downfield. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Fires quickly. Breaks into the open. Got 9 yards on the play. It leaves him with 3rd and a yard. Timeout taken by BYU at second. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. They'll try to get the first through the air. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Gotta have it here on fourth down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch. Converts on fourth down. Is still on his feet. Able to move the chains, and they still have a chance after picking up the first down.
Listen, it's go time. We're trailing. It's the fourth quarter. We got to get a little bit more aggressive. I like the call. I like going for it, and especially because we made the completion and got the first down.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be third down. Eighth play of the drive coming up. Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. Got his man. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. BYU with the first and 10. Wants to throw it again. Pocket breaking down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Here comes the heat. And that one's way too far for everybody.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in...
It's caught for a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, it comes down to the two-point conversion.
Man, what a great job by this offense. And listen, we'll break that down later, but it's go time now. It's two-point conversion time. You got to go to your script. You got these written down in this section. Two-point plays. You didn't know it was going to be this crucial, but late in the ball game, this will decide the game.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. First play of the drive comes from the 22. From the gun, looking for a man. Trying to burn this defensive back. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. He's got the tight end. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And the Rebels peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air, and now back to the line. Wants to throw on first down. He's taking the shot. It's incomplete, and the clock strikes 0, and we are headed to overtime. First play of the first possession of OT. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Grabbed over the middle. It's Haas. Now the connection takes it to the 11. And the Rebels headed quickly to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Got it! Touchdown Rebels! They get on the board first here in the overtime period. This extra point would give them a 7-point lead in OT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Back to pass, it's Bachmeier. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the right. Makes the catch with defenders everywhere, and now the defense backed up with a 1st and goal from the 5. He's looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with the point after.
Obviously very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by 1, and now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in our offense's hands? What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball second, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue this game on? It's so nice to have the ball second.
One extra period didn't get it done, and we start the second OT. Looking to throw on 1st down. A little screen to the running back. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
And the timing just a hair off.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
No more room to rise. This defense rises up on 3rd down, and now it's 4th down from the 22. They'll try to put 3 on the board and take the lead in overtime. Absolutely perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead. Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on 1st down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Pulls it in. It's Alexander. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. Wants to pass. He's got him. He got it in. Ball game. What a clutch play as they win it in double overtime.
And I love the decision by the quarterback, finding his playmaker, getting him the football quickly